Now, I'm sure for a lot of you over this past weekend, a lot of you went and saw, saw Avengers Age of Ultron. And for a lot of you, for a lot of you, you may have purchased tickets to what was known as the Ultimate Marvel Movie Marathon. Now, this isn't the first time that Marvel had done this. Back in 2012, they did it as well they did it as well in 2012, leading into Avengers. So this isn't the first time that Marvel had done this. But the question being, is it a smart move? Financially, yes. Not just for Marvel and Disney themselves, but for theaters as well that will pretty much host these events. But no matter whether you're AMC, Regal, Brendan, Southwind, doesn't matter. The question always is it still a smart move? Financially, yes, it is, because it rakes in a lot of money for you. But if you're a fan of this cinematic universe of Marvel's, don't you think it'd be easier if you did your own Ultimate Marvel Movie Marathon before you saw Age of Ultron at your own house? I think it is. I mean, I have nothing against the whole Ultimate Marvel Movie Marathon. I don't. I mean, there's no doubt when we get to Infinity War in 2018, we're going to get it again. And we're going to get it again in 2019. Those 2 years, we're going to have Marvel movie marathons. Don't get me wrong about that. But you got to look at it this way. The more movies come out that are based in the same continuity, in the same MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, the longer the event's going to get. And the bigger the event's going to get. Now, if that's Marvel and Disney's plan off the bat, then great. If that's AMC, Regal, Southwind, Brendan, whatever, if that's their plans right off the bat, fine, that's great. Financially, it's going to help you all in the end, but is it smart for people like me and you? I mean, is it smart to dedicate a whole day, if not sooner or later down the line, if not a whole half week, if not a whole week, to watching nothing more than movie after movie after movie in theaters, in a theater? Is it going to be smart enough to sit in that one area, in that one seat, camp out possibly in the near future, and we all know that's going to happen, or camp out at a drive-in and watch marathon after 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 marathon? Do you not think this Ultimate Movie Marathon is going to be the last one AMC or any theater company does? Of course not. They're going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. Now, financially, like I said, it's a smart move because it rakes in a lot of money, not just ticket sale-wise, but in box office-wise, but it rakes in money for, like, concessions and stuff like that. So financially, it is a smart move. But let me ask you people this. For those of you that went, I'm happy for you. I respect the fact that you were willing to sit for 27 hours, according to some people, if not more so, and watch nothing more than movie after movie after movie after movie. I mean, essentially, what I hold in my hand right here, is essentially what you went and saw over this past weekend, this past Thursday into Friday. This is what you saw. This whole stack of movies in my one hand right here is what a lot of you went in theaters and saw, which I guess is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. But can you imagine what's going to happen? You're going to add Age of Ultron on top of this, Blu-ray wise, then Ant-Man, then going into next year, Civil War. You're going to add on to that, and then Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and who knows what else, Captain Marvel. I mean, that stack's going to get this big. And by 2018, you're looking at what? You're looking at Age of Ultron, right here. Ant-Man, right above it. Okay? Civil War, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Inhumans, maybe Inhumans, not really sure yet, a Spider-Man movie, and then Infinity War. I mean, basically, you're looking at essentially a stack maybe that big of Marvel movies on Blu-ray, DVD, if DVD is still around, Ultra 4K Blu-ray, because we know they're going to go in that direction, of nothing but Marvel movies, as far as the eye can see, of the entire cinematic universe, of all three phases. So you got to ask yourself the question, though, financially, as financially good as this is for theaters and the Marvel and Disney and all that, what about yourselves? Are you willing to top yourselves, going 27 hours straight watching movies? Yeah, you're taking your breaks and all that, trying to save your seats, whatever, camping out. Are you willing to expand on that? Are you willing to risk almost 3 days, possibly a 2 to 3 day event, and when we get to Infinity War? Are you willing to risk nearly 36, 48, 72 hours worth for watching these movies? Or you could do or are you willing to do what I figure is a more smarter move? And financially, for you, the consumer, the fan, is smarter on your pocket. Now, like I said, I have nothing against this. If you're a diehard fan and you want to go out of your way to San Francisco, Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, St. Louis, Kansas City, you want to go to these places, spend your money, sit down for 20-something, and maybe by the time we get to Infinity War, almost 72 hours worth of film, which is pretty much the truth. By the time we get to that, if you want to do that, that's your choice. Go ahead. I have nothing but respect for you. But financially, don't you think it'd be a smarter move just to buy the movies on home video, basically DVD, Blu-ray, Ultra Blu-ray, whatever it's going to be in the future, digital HD, and watch it at your leisure? Think about it this way. You could have all the Marvel movies like right here. And instead of sitting down and watching all 27 of them in theaters, not 27 of them, but watching all of them in a 27-hour span, according to some people, you know what you could do? You could take maybe 2 or 3, maybe 2 a day, and say, okay, like this week, you had Age of Ultron come out, right? This past week. You could have said, okay, we're going to do Iron Man, Hulk on Monday. Tuesday, we're going to do Iron Man 2 and Thor. Wednesday, we're going to do Captain America and Avengers. Thursday, we're going to do Thor and Iron Man 3. Well, Iron Man 3 and Thor. And then Friday, before you go and see it, we'll do these two, and then there you go. Or you can even start it on Sunday, and then that Thursday, the day before, you can finish up your marathon, your week-long marathon with these. Pretty much makes more sense, right? I mean, think about it. You could do 2 or 3 movies on a Monday, or 2 movies a day, starting on Sunday evening, and then finishing up on Thursday evening at your own leisure time, and thus you be prepared for Age of Ultron. The reason I say this is because when you think about it, if you're planning to Marvel movie marathon yourselves, even when Ant-Man comes out, and then Civil War, and what else? Black Panther and Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Captain Marvel, if you're planning to do an ultimate Marvel movie marathon again, financially for you as the consumer, as the customer, as the viewer, my opinion is to Marvel movie marathon yourself at home at your time and leisure instead of going out and spending so much money, so that way you have enough money not just to go out at your own time and possibly get something to eat at a restaurant or whatever, and then go to the theaters, maybe get a popcorn and a soda, but financially it'll be better for you, stress-wise and health-wise it'll be better for you as well. But again, if you choose to do these movie marathons where theaters decide to show back to back to back acts worth of all the movies related to said movie coming up, then hey, nothing but mad respect for you. If you're planning next year to go out and do a DC Cinematic Universe marathon, let's say AMC or Regal or whoever decides, hey, we did a Marvel, let's do a DC one. And you decide, okay, let's watch Man of Steel, and that's it. You're going to see Man of Steel and then, Dawn of Justice. So basically that would be the start of the movie marathon, right? Just saying. You get about, what, 5 hours worth? Hey, I'll admit this, I could sit through 5 hours. But still, the point is, don't you think financially it'd be better just to pop in Man of Steel at home, watch it, and then go see Dawn of Justice the next day? I think it makes sense. Financially it does. Which is also why I think it's financially more sensible just for people to stay at home, marathon maybe for a whole week, if not 2 weeks, with maybe 2 or 3 movies a night or a day, spread throughout, if you will, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and then get ready to go and see the movie that it's leading up to in theaters. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I mean, it's like with Star Wars coming out. You don't think theaters are not going to do a Star Wars marathon? Of course they are. You've got 6 films that are going to marathon. You got 6 films that are going to marathon for maybe, I don't know how many hours, 24 hours, something like that, leading up to the 7th one. You don't think they're going to do that? They are. You don't think they're going to do that? They are. And I guarantee you this, and I apologize for the bird back there, I guarantee you this, there are going to be a lot of people that did the ultimate, there are going to be a lot of people that, like those that did the Ultimate Marvel movie marathon, they're going to do the same for Star Wars. I guarantee it. And again, I have nothing but respect if you're willing to go out and spend a whole day's worth in the theaters, sitting down in one theater watching a movie. Watching a movie after movie after movie. I have nothing but bad respect for you. But me, I think honestly, and more health-wise, it's better excuse me. It's better to pop this in, these 3 in, and then these 3 in before you go and see the movie in theaters. Health-wise and financially, it's easier to pop this into your Blu-ray, one day, and then pop this one into your Blu-ray. It makes more sense. I mean, you could pop in episode 1 and 2, let's say on a Monday, 3 and 4 on a Tuesday, and then 5 and 6 on a Wednesday. Or you could do Sunday. You could do 1 and 2 on Sunday, 3 and 4 on Monday, 5 and 6 on Tuesday. There you go. Makes more sense financially and health-wise. Again, like I said, I have nothing but mad respect for people that go out and do these things, but still, financially, it doesn't help you when you have to go out and spend that much money, and then you got on top of that, you got to spend how much money for snacks and stuff to keep you going. I mean, heck, don't think during some breaks people didn't have the tickets or the badges to say, okay, I'll be back. I'm going to go over to McDonald's over here, or over here to Pizza Hut and get a snack or get something to eat. So I'll be all wide awake and ready to go. Oh, I'm going to go to Starbucks, get myself a lot of Starbucks and be ready to go. Don't think they didn't do that, because I'm pretty sure people did. But still, financially, for people out there, I think it's easier just to go out or just to stay at home, get the movies you've bought on Blu-ray, DVD, digital HD, or recorded, and movie marathon them on your own time. Or wait until a channel like Stars or somebody says, hey, this Marvel movie marathon all the movies here. It makes more sense. Health-wise and financially, it makes more sense, folks. Believe me, it does. But again, if you're one of those people that decide to do these movie marathons, I have nothing but respect for you. But in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree with this, I think it's more healthier and financially more secure for you, your family, and your friends if you just marathon the same movies you're going to go and see into theaters at home on your television screen, whether it's an HD television or regular standard television that you can somehow watch them on if you still have DVD or whatever, or even an Ultra HD 4K. My personal opinion, health-wise and financially, that's the better route. That's the more sensible route. Just my opinion. Again, if you're one of those people that like to do these things, nothing but mad respect for you. Nothing but mad respect. But if honestly, in Black Nerd, I got mad respect for you for doing it as well, Andre. But honestly, folks, in my opinion, I would have done the smart thing. This is my opinion. I would have done the more smarter, financially safe thing, and health-wise. And again, nothing but mad respect for you, though, and just stayed at home and viewed them throughout the week. That's what I would have done. So, let me know what you guys think, though. Do you agree with my opinions on it? Do you think it's a more healthier and financially safer way of marathoning the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or any universe? Or any cinematic universe? And do you have mad respect for people that do this kind of thing? Or do you think maybe they have the right, or the right to do what they did? Let me know what you think down below. Comment if you like. I am out.